Summer gap in VR? No way. A lot has happened in the VR world this week and you can look forward to an interesting and informative video. This time it's about expectations. Expectations we build up through announcements. Sometimes they are too high and we are disappointed, but there are always surprises. There are developers and hardware manufacturers who know how to present their future products so well that you really want to try them out. And that's a good thing. After all, I want to have a good feeling about entertainment technology. In this video we take a look together at the featured VR titles from Sony's State of Play for the PSVR2. For each game featured, I will briefly give my assessment of whether it is worth to wait. Pimax also presented new hardware, the Pimax Crystal. To what extent anticipation is appropriate at this point is also covered in this video. Pimax announced a new VR headset this week, the Pimax Crystal. A similarity with the 12K QLED headset cannot be ignored at this point. However, the Crystal has less features and can therefore be offered at a lower price. Whether the $1,900 is an attractive price for the device is something you have to decide for yourself. The Pimax Crystal offers some ambitious features for the money. These include standalone processing with PC compatibility, eye tracking, a very high resolution of 2880 by 2880 pixels per eye, QLED plus mini LED display, support for a Wi-Fi wireless module, a 160Hz refresh rate and inside-out tracking. At this point we can already raise an eyebrow. Compared to the competition, Pimax could always score with a larger field of view. However, the possibility of exchanging the lenses is interesting. It's up to you to decide a wider field of view or a sharper image. According to Pimax, the maximum pixel density of the headset is 42 ppd. This is where the marketing has a big influence, because probably only the value from the center of the image is used here, and not that of the entire screen. With the price of $1,900, the Pimax Crystal is apparently a competitor to the Vario Aero, which is $100 more expensive but does not include controllers, tracking stations or a standalone mode. What's your thoughts about the Pimax Crystal? Is this headset interesting for you or are you satisfied with your current hardware? On the 2nd of June, Sony hosted a State of Play event and presented us new games. Right at the beginning of the presentation, not only Resident Evil fans could rejoice, because a remake of the first part will come to the PlayStation in March of the next year. VR fans can also look forward to Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil Village, as a VR mode is officially in development for both titles, but without a release date. Resident Evil Village was unfortunately not a convincing experience for me on the PS5. The gameplay was a bit too simple and the story couldn't really convince me either. But since this game could be greatly enhanced by the perspective in VR, I will definitely watch it again and be positively surprised. Part 7 on the PSVR1 is still a great VR experience, but was also the better game overall. The next title to be announced was Walking Dead: Saints and Sinners Retribution Chapter 2. The game itself has been announced for a while and will definitely be coming to PSVR2. It should be quite interesting to see how it feels to move through a post-apocalyptic world with the force feedback controllers. What is really exciting at this point is not the game itself, it's the time frame of the release. The year 2022 is especially mentioned here, and with that I assume we can expect the PSVR2 this year. It would be a strange move on Sony's part if they will still releasing this game for the first generation of PSVR. Moreover, shortly before the games were presented, it was especially sad that we are talking about games that are in development for the PSVR2. The next game that will definitely come for the PSVR2 is No Man's Sky. You can spend countless hours in this game already now. It should therefore be quite exciting to see exactly what the implementation on the PSVR2 looks like. Unfortunately, the trailer does not really show the unique features we can look forward to. The highlight of the show for me was definitely the gameplay material of Horizon Call of the Mountain. We can look forward to dizzying climbing passages and dynamic machine battles. At least, that's what the shown material suggests. The game will be released exclusively for the PSVR2 and will most likely make full use of the special functions of the PSVR2. Unfortunately, Sony does not give a concrete release date at this point. So what do you think about the titles presented for the PSVR2? Did Sony give you reasons to buy a PSVR2 or not? Write your opinion in the comments and feel free to name other titles that you would like to see on this platform. Personally, I haven't given up hope yet for an Uncharted or God of War in VR. The most successful VR headset is undoubtedly the Quest 2. At the same time, this has consequences that developers mainly develop for a standalone VR platform and not for PC VR. With the PSVR2, this could go in a different direction again, but that's another topic. However, cloud gaming could also ensure that developers can create games that are not dependent on an XR2 chip. Cloud gaming is generally discussed from time to time and has the advantage for us as end consumers that we no longer have to buy expensive hardware. For VR, this would mean we no longer need an expensive gaming PC to play hardware-hungry VR games. With this concept, Half-Life Alyx would run on a Quest 2 without major problems. Our friend Bradley was contacted on this subject by someone who was able to play Asgard's Wrath via UK Wi-Fi 5 on the Quest 2 through an alpha feature. That Meta is working more intensively on cloud gaming is underlined by the fact that other apps such as Bluetooth Sphere are blocked for the Oculus Store. We have already seen in the past that Meta likes to carry out such actions before the release of its own product. In my opinion, the idea of cloud gaming always sounds too good to be true. Especially here in Germany, this is still pure wishful thinking for years to come, since our internet infrastructure is pretty bad. The fact that progress is apparently being made in the area of cloud gaming is nevertheless good news. What are your expectations for the topics mentioned? Are you hyped about the PSVR games or the new Pimax glasses or not? And what do you think about cloud gaming? I'm looking forward to your comments. That's it for this week. If you liked the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. William out.